everyone, Lisa here from Four City Stitching. Hope everyone had a good week. I'm feeling much better today than I was last Sunday. Ended up being off work on Monday. Even took the day just to rest, which was good because I still had a good amount of a cough for most of the week, but it was controllable. Yeah, so just been taking it easy, letting my lungs clear out a bit, and yeah, but feeling much better. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much all life. We're going to see the Minecraft movie this afternoon. I'm going to be hopping on Canada Chats at 2 o'clock for a bit, and then leave early for the movie. Yeah, nothing too exciting going on here at all. All right, so Spring Go has been going well, so you're going to see a few different projects from that, as well as my main focus piece for the travel event. But first, I did pick up the fabric of the month for March. And so I have messages popping up. Sorry, the Fabric of the Month Club for Evertote. So if you haven't got your fabric yet, you might want to turn away for a moment or so as I show that, as well as we got a little special gift as well. So I'm in the Modern Club. So it is called Love Bug. I did take a peek when I picked it up. But it is very pretty pink. So it's very nice. So that's the fabric we got. And then we got a chart from Maximum Cross Stitch called Magic Isn't Everything. So you can see the pretty pink fabric and the mock-up there, and he ended a floss conversion. Excuse me. Still some remnants of the cough, but definitely not as bad as it was as I continue coughing. Yeah. So that is the bonus chart that we got with this month's fabric club. So that was an unexpected surprise. All right. Let's look at what we stitched. Okay, so my focus for the travel event, and I think I mentioned this before, but there's been a lot of really long legs in the travel event, so which means a lot of multiple thousands of stitches to get from point to point. So whatever project get picked for that do get a lot of love. So Isabel's Heart, you're probably going to be seeing that for at least another week, if not more. Probably more, because I'm also stitching on the Spring Go stuff. But Isabel's Heart needs 3,500 stitches. And we're at about 1,000 that I've added so far. So that's how that is looking. So I pretty much have that center piece, that fan done. This flower was fun to stitch. And the borders, not too annoying. So we need to put white checkers in around the border there, and then it gets a red outline. Yeah, I haven't obviously started on the birds yet, but got a good start. A good amount of progress on that with just adding 1,000 stitches, so. Excuse me, I didn't bring any water because I didn't think I would need it. All right, and then Spring Go. So In Friendship's been called 3 times for Spring Go. So, which is good because it needed work, and I picked pieces that needed work for my spring board. So in Friendship was the retreat piece for Jacobpalooza. It is charted monochromatic. I had seen someone's color palettes on Instagram and I wanted to do that. And so it's kind of turned into this situation. But it's probably not going to look very much like what I'd see on Instagram. But that's fine. So these are the colors that I'm using. It's been a long time since anyone's seen them. And this is how far I am. So I finished this motif here. This motif is all going to be in this, like, so it's called Annie, so it's like a burnt orange kind of color. Yeah. So yeah, so it's already been called 3 times. So it has the potential to be called twice more. Yeah. So again, not a ton of progress for working on it 3 times this week, but I really only had like 200 stitches in it before. So not bad. Progress is progress. Okay, Reaching Skyward really didn't get very much progress at all. And why is my bag stuck? Nope. Reaching Skyward. Over here. All I did was move these navy, Great Lakes is the color, move those navy stitches down. I think I put 3 lengths in, but that's all I did there. The counting pin is just showing where that border stops, so then it repeats. Same with that little light bulb pin there too. Just showing where that happens on the other side. Because I'm not doing it simply, I'm mixing up a whole bunch of the different motifs because it was kind of choose your own adventure, and I didn't do A or B, I'm doing a combination of both. That's all. Those are stuck inside. I put some of the pins, there we go, just on the zipper side what happened. I'll put a bird on it. It's collarbones. Yeah, so there's a good chance you're going to see all of these again next week, depending on what's called. You all know what put a bird on it looks like. And so I started on this light blue, which is called Thin Air, Quaker at the top. That looks pretty good. So the only color we haven't used yet is the green. Yeah. Okay, and then I had a new start. So I talked about it briefly on last week's video. So I started the Lola Crow Extraordinary Bird Style. I don't have a picture of, so the frame was released on Friday. I don't have a picture of the frame because I did put it into Pattern Keeper because it was going over a lot of different pages. So I figured it was easier just to put it in pattern keeper. So I did that. And I'm missing a ton of floss. I had to search through my notions to find the brown that I needed to start with, and was able to steal that from another project. And yeah, so I need to go to Michael's after the movies to pick up some more floss, but that's how far I've gotten. So 216 stitches, I think. And I changed my color completely. I changed my mind, and this is Cloud Break by Roxy Floss. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of like teals in here. So yeah, I thought that would look better on this than that green. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very delicate pattern. There's already a couple birds that were released with the frame, an owl and a Dracula. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Our table for Stitch North is plotting something. That's all. And yeah, so owl and a Dracula parrot were released with the first release there of the frame. So I don't think the next release is until May. And there's probably not a good chance at all that I'll be ready for that. But that is okay. Okay. Apparently I need to go get a drink of water. So, sorry for the coughing. I don't think it was as bad as last week. And I will, sorry to see all these messages. And I will, yeah, talk to everyone next week.